This is a pretty interesting little clip we've come across. We've talked to a variety of people over the years who go around speaking at California university campuses about the threat of Muslim extremism in this country. Mm-hmm. And they're always...
And worldwide, of course.
And they're always met by these various Muslim student groups that try to protest and keep them from even showing up. And
right, try to shout them down, engage in various protests during the speech, etc.
Right.
Right. We've got tape of neocon writer, thinker, David Horowitz, and a chick from the Muslim Students Association at UC San Diego.
David Horowitz is Jewish. He used to be an extreme liberal and do a lot of writing, and then he changed and became a neocon and does a lot of writing.
Take a listen to this.
This administration, we're on the wrong side of history, gang. And David Horowitz was just having... Where was this?
It's in San Diego. University of San Diego or University of California, San Diego, one of the two.
David Horowitz is probably one of the... he is an unbelievable resource and underutilized, and has been dismissed and called a kook and everything else because he betrayed the revolutionary moment. You don't betray the revolution. He'll be one of the first to be executed by people like Van Jones if they ever got their way. He is an amazing resource and a very brave man. And he tries to set the record straight. Here he is in San Diego. Listen to what was going on here.
He's just given a speech, and now it's a question and answer with some of the students.
My name is Jumana Imad Musa Ahmed Al-Bahri.
Wait, I'm sorry, huh?
Excuse me?
My name is Jumana Imad Musa Ahmed Al-Bahri.
Is that your first name, or is there a hyphen in there?
At UCSD. I was reading your literature. I found that much more interesting than the talk. And I found some interesting things about the MSA, which is an organization that's very active on campus, and it is hosting our annual Hitler Youth Week. You should come out to those events.
I always love Hitler Youth Weeks.
If you could clarify the connection between the MSA and jihad terrorist networks, because last I checked, we had to do our own fundraising, and we never get help from anyone. So if you could clarify the connection between UCSD's MSA, or if you don't have such information, if you could connect other MSAs on UCs, because the connection wasn't too clear in the pamphlet. Just if you could clarify.
Okay. Will you condemn Hamas here and now?
I'm sorry, what?
Will you condemn Hamas?
Would I condemn Hamas?
As a terrorist genocidal organization?
Are you asking me to put myself on a cross?
So you won't. I actually have had this experience many times. You didn't read the pamphlet because the pamphlet is chapter and verse. The main connection is that the MSA is part of the Muslim Brotherhood Network as revealed in the documents.
I don't think you understood what I meant by that. I meant if I say something, I'm sure that I will be arrested.
Oh, jeez.
For reasons of Homeland Security. So if you could please just answer my question.
If you condemn Hamas, Homeland Security will arrest you.
If I support Hamas, because your question forces me to condemn Hamas. If I support Hamas, I look really bad.
If you won't condemn Hamas, obviously you support it. Case closed. I have had this experience, I had this experience at UC Santa Barbara where there were 50 members of the Muslim Students Association sitting
MSA.
Right in the rows there. And throughout my hour talk, I kept asking them, will you condemn Hezbollah and Hamas? And none of them would. And then when the question period came, the president of the Muslim Students Association was the first person to ask questions. And I said, before you start, will you condemn Hezbollah? And he said, well, that question is too complicated for a yes-no answer. So I said, okay, I'll put it to you this way. I'm a Jew. The head of Hezbollah has said that he hopes that we will gather in Israel so he doesn't have to hunt us down globally. For it or against it?
For it.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for coming and showing everybody what's here. And you're wearing
amazing,
a terrorist neckerchief.
If you understood...
You didn't hear the lady.
Could you please answer my question?
You don't get to make a speech. Yes, sir.
Wow.
So the girl standing up for the Muslim Students Association,
saying there's no connection to terrorism,
finally admits, and I'm surprised she did this. Why wouldn't you just lie, I guess?
Because he goaded her into it.
Says she supports Hamas.
And their goal of gathering all the Jews together so they don't have to hunt them down worldwide.
Wow.
For it.
Wow. That's something.
Standing up, representing a moderate organization that was offended at the beginning of that little exchange. There's no proof that we're connected to fundraising for terrorist organizations. How dare you make that accusation? Then at the end says, yeah, I'm for it, hunting down Jews.
For it.
Amazing that she admitted
hunting down Jews globally.
This is America. You didn't know. You didn't know. What I said to you was false. Was ignorant. Ignorant. When I said to you on September 11th, if you were listening to my program way back then, and Stu, I remember distinctly saying it. And I believe I was looking at you when I said it. Have no fear. We can only destroy ourselves. No outside force will ever destroy us. We will only destroy ourselves. So stand together. Do you remember me saying that?
Yes, I do.
How naive of me. I didn't realize that I should be warning you at the same time. There are enemies within, and they are posing as good, decent, God-fearing, loving, tolerant people. They are not. They are radical revolutionaries, and they are united. United. See, this is why Barack Obama has so much power. The idea from Joel Rogers, who runs cows in Madison, Wisconsin, he's one of the real architects. He is a progressive, flaming on fire progressive socialist from the University of Madison, Wisconsin. And his plan was unite everyone. Stop attacking each other. In fact, our new justice of the Supreme Court wrote her dissertation in Princeton on this very fact. That they needed to stop eating each other and stand together. You can dismantle it and then worry about it later. And that's what they're doing. You have radicalized Muslims. You have crazy South American revolutionaries, communists. You have the standard run-of-the-mill communist. You have the progressives. You have the environmentalists, the elves of the world. You have the labor unions. You have all of these people standing together. They have nothing in common except Joel Rogers, George Soros. They all brought these people in and said, shed your radical pose. Shed that. Put a suit on. Stop saying those things out loud. This is the language you need to use. Not redistribution of wealth, not Marxism, but social justice, economic justice, environmental justice. Go for the workers. The workers, they need to unite. Use this language, and we can unite all of these groups, and we will dismantle this evil system brick by brick. It implies two things. One, that you're up against a wall that you cannot even begin to imagine. But you must imagine it and open your eyes and fortify yourself, and you're so far behind the eight ball. Only God will be able to help and direct us. We must be the best people we could possibly be. You must be the greatest American generation. You must be right now, George Washington. You must live those principles in your own life. You must do it now. And we stand a chance, better than a chance. We will not only survive, we will thrive. We will be victorious. But it requires you to do it right now.